There's one thing that makes or breaks any panel or any keynote. They don't need your resume, they need your insights. Now give me information and let me lean in. Let's talk about the number one mistake that speakers make at conferences and how to fix it. What's up, everybody? My name is David Brickley, owner and CEO of STN, and this is all powered by STN, of course, the Business of Social podcast. As we continue to roll out these mini pods, if you guys like it, make sure to leave a comment on YouTube. Let us know that you enjoy some of these short bursts, if you will, rather than maybe the 45-minute conversations or jamming all these topics in one. We're trying to split it up and see how you all enjoy it. So as I record this on a Monday, February 10th, just getting back from Super Bowl week and gearing up to head to San Francisco for All-Star Week, I was at a lot of environments that there was panels. Was at Sport Beats, was at Adweek House, was at Brand Innovators, just kind of hopping around New Orleans. And I had this hot take as I'm sitting there ingesting one panel after another. And, you know, being a speaker, being a keynote, moderating quite a few conferences over the years. And, I've been to hundreds and hundreds of panels and conferences in my career. And I just wanted to share this because I know a lot of you are either prepping people internally that are going to speak on your brand's behalf. You want to get on stage. You're being asked to come on stage as a thought leader or an expert in your field. And I just wanted to share this because I got a lot of good feedback on LinkedIn for me sharing. I call these hot takes, David rants, whatever. And I share these because I think it'd be valuable, not so much to, prove myself wrong or anything. But there's one thing that makes or breaks any panel or any keynote. And really, it's not focusing on providing value to the room. So, while I was at Super Bowl, I was asked by somebody that was about to moderate a panel any advice that I have, because they knew that I've done this quite a bit over my career. And here's what I told them. I said, listen, if you're a CMO, let's say, and you're at an Adweek marketing conference, or you're at a marketing conference in general, you have to understand your audience is full of marketers, social media marketers, advertising execs, agencies, marketers in different sports and entertainment verticals. And the takeaway or the feedback I would have for all of you is, they don't need your resume, they need your insights. And I think when you reverse engineer the room, think about, again, if I'm this, let's say I'm the CMO of Gillette, let's say, or I'm the CMO of Pepsi. If I'm talking to a room of marketers, I'm thinking of things like, if I were in your shoes, blank, one thing to know about how we look at ROI here internally at Pepsi, blank, what's actually moving the needle for us right now, a growth area that we're investing in, how we decide what partners or agencies to work with, our top priorities for the next 12 to 24 months as we look at innovation and look at new platforms popping up. And then I love this. I always ask this question as an audience member is, how do you educate your executives and non-marketers internally why you're investing time, resources, money in certain areas, certain campaigns, et cetera. But those are the type of takeaways that make people lean in, take notes, go back to their respective businesses and feel like their time was well spent. And I think the problem with our industry is there's so much time being spent on the story and the resume. And I understand for credibility reasons, that's important, but maybe the first 5 minutes max. And then after I know that you're credible and that you're a CMO and that you have a decent history, now give me information and let me lean in. But I think too often panels get lost in background stories or surface level Q&As. And honestly, it's not even the CMO unless they're doing a solo keynote, but it's on the moderator. And I take this seriously when I moderate panels. They got to be able to pull the best insights from the speaker. And then it's on the speaker to tailor those answers to the room. So again, my little rant here is, before stepping on stage, before, you're really thinking about how you're going to answer a question as you're on a panel, if you were in the audience, what would I find valuable? It's really the question I would ask yourself. And it's really given me a lot of success and people walking away from my panels or my moderated discussions saying that they got a lot of value out of it. But again, if I were in the audience, what would I actually find valuable? Then reverse engineer your content to deliver exactly that. So there I was. I'm sitting there at a panel. I'm having this thought, like, you know what? I'm just going to pin this on LinkedIn as I'm sitting there. As I'm sitting there watching the panel and having this thought. So I really appreciate it. Thought you guys would find a little bit of value out of that. So I wanted to lay that down on YouTube, of course. If you'd like content like this, make sure to leave a comment. But this is the Business of Social podcast. My name is David Brickley. It's all been powered by STN Digital.